What's up, everybody? I'm Aaron, and this is Talking Points. So what's up, everyone? Welcome back to another exciting episode of Talking Points here on Triforce of Chaos. In this week's video, I'll power through all of last week's videos with a video recap. After that, I'll go over this week's mobile game madness, which is pretty much an interesting game all on its own that I like. So you'll get to see whether I rate it later. And finally, we'll recap with everyone's favorite fan interaction, our Talking Points, which happens to be the namesake of the show. So hopefully you enjoy this week's talking point that we have for you. Well, now that we have all that out of the way, let's get talking. So last week, Josh and myself, we finally took on more of Yoshi's Island. I know it's starting to sound like a repetitive beginning to almost each episode where I say we took on Yoshi's Island. But hear me out on this, because guess what? Need some laser lights, fireworks, and all that fun stuff going off in here today, because we finally beat a fucking Mario game. Do you know how long it's taken us to beat a fucking Mario game? We haven't done it before, so yeah. Bang, 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 we won. We finally beat one. That's how happy I am. I'm literally doing finger pistols. I'm finger banging. Yeah. After that, we took on a Mario Maker level that Josh made in our AGDQ bonus episode, which involved me playing as, well, you guessed it, Mario. Yeah, his level was fun, and Josh was kind of surprised I beat it in like a couple of tries. After that, we continued our adventures on board the Saint Anne in Pokemon Ash Gray, and we had a little bit of a challenging time fighting all those seamen. Yeah. I just totally didn't realize how I just said that. Wow. Yeah. Not proud of myself there. Anyway, next we started showing off our racing skills in Mario Kart 64, in which Josh said, hey, why don't we do what we promised to do in AGDQ, and, or not AGDQ, summer, ExtraLife.org's game day, and race in mirror mode. Oh, I can't believe I went through two different, yeah, anyway. So needless to say, I sucked at mirror mode. Josh pretty much handled the mushroom flower and star cups all like a boss, while I was like, I hate this game. Yeah. We also unveiled our brand new series Fetch Quest, in which Josh gave me a challenge to, well, if you want to see it, go check it out. But anyway, Josh gave me a challenge, and he didn't expect me to do as well as I did. I mean, literally, I got hit with everything. I mean, let's put it this way, I had updates, I had a technical difficulties failure, I had almost everything that could have gone wrong for our first episode did, and we have it all on film for you. And you get to see my mug for most of the gameplay. So, yeah. I won, but go watch and see how I won. That's pretty cool. After that, we took on the lost levels of Super Mario Bros. And let's just say it's proving difficult for us. Finally, Josh decided to do the Monster Mash in Banjo-Kazooie, and I challenged a turd boss to the race to death. Yeah, he is a literal turd boss. Yeah, that should be a shirt, turd boss. Literal turd boss. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it for the video recap. We can move on now to this week's mobile game madness, game of the week, which this week's game is Rust Bucket by Nitrome. Again, another game by Nitrome. I seem to have found a very good handful of games by Nitrome that I've been wanting to test out. So here's what I have to say about this one. In Rust Bucket, you take on the role of a knight named, well, Rust Bucket, because he's kind of rusty colored. You know, Rust Bucket has to basically complete his objectives by getting to the end of the level, which the end of the level is a staircase that goes up to the next level. And you pretty much have to avoid obstacles or save people or unlock doors. You know, it's pretty much your typical dungeon crawler style game. But, you know, it's not that difficult to play. Basically, you slide your finger down or you tap the direction you want to go, and Rust Bucket moves in that direction. But you know, if going through levels isn't your thing, there is an endless wave obstacle mode, or called endless mode, in which you have to fight obstacles, or have to go across obstacles and fight monsters. I mean, the game is very fun and entertaining as far as it goes for me. The ads do pop up, but it's not like it's going to interfere dearly with your game, because as long as you're not, you know, in middle move, which it hasn't seemed to do that to me yet, it's pretty much a solid game, other than the fact that sometimes the controls that I were describing, like sliding and tapping, can not quite go where you want them, where you're trying to get it to go to, so it ends up looking a little buggy. But other than that, Rust Bucket's getting a 4 out of 5 from us. It's a really great game. I've had a lot of fun playing it. So, I mean, if you want to check it out, you can find it on the Apple app and Google Play stores. It's also available online through a couple of websites. I mean, that's what it says, you know, through a web browser. So, if you want to check it out, by all means, go check it out. It's a fun game. So, now that that's over, let's go on to our talking points for this week. Last week, I asked, what was your favorite 90s toy? For our fanswers, we have Emily, who writes, Polly Pockets and my Game Boy and my Nintendo 64 all day, son. Yeah, she totally went Ice Cube on that answer. Jen writes, either American Girl dolls or these toy horses I had called Grand Champion horses. They were like Breyer's horses, but better. Yeah, I grew up with Nerf guns and Power Ranger stuff. Which, speaking of Power Ranger stuff, yeah, you get to see that later. Taylor writes, Polly Pockets, Pound Puppies, and the fairies that you pulled a string and they flew. I can't remember what they were called. My sister had one. It didn't go in a fireplace like I watched one kids do, but still. Joey writes, I love My Mermaid Barbie. Now, mind you, Joey is a boy. Yeah. Jacob writes, Spawn and Aliens vs. Predators action figures. Still have them in the attic, if they haven't all melted together now. And if so, it's all now a priceless work of art. Well, you just created a Spawn-alien Predator, or we'll call it a Spawn-alien Predator, or Predspawnian. Yeah, there we go, Predspawnian. For our Teamsters, we have Josh, who says, those tables that converted to a pool table, table tennis, air hockey, basketball, skee ball, and pinball. Those were actually pretty cool. I never got to have one as a kid and kind of wanted one. But, yeah, that's it for all the answers for last week. So this week we want to know, what was your favorite 90s TV show? Like kids show or show in general? For me, it was Power Rangers, Tailspin, and Darkwing Duck. Those shows right there really, I mean, I had to come home from school and watch them. Basically we all played Power Rangers as a kid. Me and Josh and a couple of others when we were in elementary school. So, yeah. It was so much fun watching that and watching Beetleborgs and all that. But, you know, nobody ever remembers Beetleborgs. So, anyway, that's it for talking points. If you want to answer for a talking point this week, you can slide on down to the comments section below and tell us what we want to hear, which is them fanswers. Anyway, thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video, and as always, keep talking. Hey, thanks for tuning in today. If you were morphed into a Talk fan after watching this, just click on Saba to activate that subscribe button. But anyway, if you want to see another video, just click on this lightsaber, and we won't force you to. See what I did there?